Hollers. I'm Chris Swartz.
And I'm Patrick Hayden. Last episode we went on a deer hunt at Bernheim Forest with the Woodland Sportsman.
We've had many viewers ask us to try a fishing show this season, and we got together and talked it over, and we realized that
We just don't know enough about fishing to put together a quality fishing episode for you, the viewers.
luckily, our friends at Heaven Hill were able to help us out by letting us tag along with their very own Team Evan Williams professional angler, Jason Quinn.
Jason happens to be one of the top earning pros on the circuit today, and he was in town for the second annual Barstown Bass and Bourbon Bonanza.
Not only did they let us bring our cameras to check out this local fishing tournament, but I was able to get on Jason's boat to film him fishing and to share some tips and secrets to bring to you, the viewer.
Sit back, relax, and check out our first trip into the world of fishing here on Hills and Hollers.
Hi, I'm professional angler Jason Quinn, and you're watching Hills and Hollers. I'm Jason Quinn. I'm a professional angler. I get to travel the country in the Team Evan Williams truck and boat, and I've also got a big hauler that you guys will see later. You know, I grew up on Lake Wiley and I always fished, and I run a guide service there on the lake. And when I graduated high school, I couldn't never figure out what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to go back to school. So I kind of parlayed into this fishing career, and like I said, I run a guide service, and it went real well. So I ventured out and started fishing tournaments. And once I started fishing tournaments, you've got to have the sponsor support. So I kind of checked around and sent some resumes off and got involved with some sponsors. And it just kind of worked out with Evan Williams. They've been real good. I mean, they allow me to pursue my career. And one of the reasons I came up here is because Heaven Hill Distilleries is right here. They wanted to get involved with the fishing community a little bit. You know, we've got a big tournament for the local community. We've got hundreds of people going to come out, going to participate in a little fishing tournament here on the farm pond. And we're going to give away a lot of great prizes. It's going to be a real good time. This is actually the second year that we've done it. Last year it was such a great success. Everybody came out, had a great time. So we kind of expanded on it this year. We've got a lot more people coming out, a lot more things for the family to do. And one of the good things about it is all the people that come out, we've got a little bonus for everybody. Last year it was a good success. When you draw your numbers for positions here around the pond, there's going to be one in there that's got a star, and that star means that you get to fish on the boat with me anywhere on the lake. So that's going to be a real good deal.
Hills and Hollers is brought to you by the Kentucky Gun Company, Extreme Management Hunts, Absent, Luminoc, Hunter's Safety System, Primos Hunting Calls, 10-point crossbows, Sportsman's Taxidermy, and Trophy Rock.
KentuckyGunCo.com. The Kentucky Gun Company is your source for firearms. Going turkey hunting and need that perfect shotgun? Log on to KentuckyGunCo.com to find the perfect rifle you've been looking for. The Kentucky Gun Company has an extensive inventory of firearms for any game animal. Well-known brands like
Kimber, Remington, Ruger, Thompson Center, and Savage.
Kentucky Gun Company welcomes special orders. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. No order too small. KentuckyGunCo.com.
Compact, lightweight, silent, deadly. Meet the new GT Flex crossbow from 10-Point. 12 years in development, the GT Flex is ideal for any sized hunter. Whether shooting targets, small game, or trophy animals, the GT Flex can be pump adjusted to maximize performance for every kind of shot. Imaged in mossy oak breakup and equipped with our ultra-light barrel riser and banded power touch trigger, it is a lethal 300 feet per second hunting machine. The GT Flex from 10-Point. There is no substitute.
When I'm at the track, I depend on products that perform. When I'm hunting, Trophy Rock performs for me.
Plain and simple, if you want to pattern your deer and get bigger antlers, use Trophy Rock. We guarantee it. If you want the racks, get the rock. Trophy Rock.
Are you tired of odor ruining your hunt? Log on to absintheoutdoors.com and check out their line of odor eliminating soaps. Absinthe also offers cover scents such as fresh earth, cedarwood, acorn, and more. Absinthe soaps are handmade with all natural ingredients. Absinthe, natural soaps for the outdoors.
You know, this time of year when it's 95 degrees and not a lot of wind stirring, you know, shade can be your best friend. You know, these bass, they'll hang out in these shady areas also. They like that shady weather versus that sun when it's up in the 90s. You know, these little farm ponds like this, a lot of times a real natural approach, you know, like just an old shaky head worm. This little straight worm. A lot of times, catch a lot of fish. It's a good tackle bass. A lot of times, if you just keep it real simple in these ponds, you'll catch a lot more fish. All these ponds, everything that's in them is more to your natural creatures like your worms and crawfish and frogs. So you'll be able to catch them. You'll be able to catch not just bass, but you'll be able to catch brim, crappie, catfish, all of it on anything you throw. quick release. Quick release. And a nice piece of wood. Yeah. A lot of times these ponds, fish hang real tight to that cover. That fish was right in the middle of that treetop. These fish here bow up on you. This is just a creature type bait here. Anytime you got any wood along the shoreline or heavy vegetation, you just want to flip that in there. It imitates a crawfish. Once again, it's something real natural around these ponds that the fish hadn't seen a lot of. And it'll allow you to catch a few more fish and allow you to catch a few good fish. How in the world fish come off that big old hook? It's beyond me. And Mr. Bass. Mr. Bass. He come back, he wanted that thing that time. Good fish. A lot of people use light line. I fish for a living, and this is 25-pound fluorocarbon. A lot of people use 8 and 10-pound line, which is perfectly fine, especially in these farm ponds. But traveling all over the country, fishing in heavy vegetation and stuff, every fish that bites my lure counts. So I have to use as strong of equipment as possible. And sure, I'll downsize at times when the water gets real clear. But most of the times, if I'm flipping any kind of vegetation or any kind of structure at all, whether it's wood, rock, or anything, I'm fishing as heavy a line as possible. Because you're always going to get nicks in your line and cuts. Fish are going to be pulling you down into trees and rocks and stumps, stuff of that sort. So you'll need something real good and strong. Another good fish running up there. Good fish. That's a good fish there. Oh, good pond fish. And right there we'd take to the scales every tournament. Good fish, good bass. Probably one of the most simple knots for anybody to tie is the polymer knot. Not only is it simple, but it's also one of the strongest knots you can tie. So you use double your line and the hook eye. Just take, wrap it across, back under. Wrap it back under, just take, pull it around the hook, make sure your knot's good and wet, you don't want to burn your line, and just cinch it down. And that is the most simple knot you can tie and also the strongest. And it's effective. I mean, it works as equally well with monofilament, braid, or fluorocarbon. One of the neat things that they've done with these little jig heads now is made little keepers out there on the ends of them. This one here has actually got a little spring on it. You just take that worm, just give it a little push, and you just twist it on up there, onto that spring. And what that does is keeps that worm in place, and it allows that worm to be hooked more effectively and look more natural, like that. That way you don't have the worm all scrunched down on the jig head. It actually gives the bait a lot more action in the water.
Sportsman's Taxidermy, specializing in American, African, and Asian trophy mounts. We offer award-winning taxidermy service with over 28 years of experience. We can handle all your big game, small game, bird, and trophy fish needs. We can customize your trophy mount to meet your personal desires and expectations. You can ship trophies to us by UPS, FedEx, or DHL. We're dedicated to providing you with a lasting memory of that special hunt or fishing trip. Sportsman's Taxidermy, where quality is an attitude.
Hunters know it's best to get in the air. You can see farther, you can see better, and you can see more game. Using the patented elevators from Shadowhunter, you can do it yourself for a lot less money. Elevators create a strong, safe, and stable construction in a fraction of time by allowing you to use standard 4x4s to create your own elevated blind. And they're only $79.95. That's right, just $79.95. So instead of spending hundreds or thousands of dollars for a blind, save time and money. Call 888-4GO-HUNT for a dealer near you. That's 888-4GO-HUNT.
Now that you've gotten a good look at a professional angler on the water, we wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how he gets around the country from tournament to tournament in style.
You know, being a professional angler, I'm gone about 8 months out of the year. You know, I fly in, fly out, do different type of promotions. You know, I'm going away from home a lot and staying in hotels and renting homes and stuff like that. It gets a little hectic because you have to pack and unpack your stuff all the time. So this is how I ride. I've got a family, so the family likes to travel with me a lot. Like I said, being gone away from home, you can't go without your family. You got to have them around. That's what makes me tick. That's my driving force. So to supplement them, we've got the big bunk up here. Two adults could get up there and sleep sideways and you never touch the side. You just can't be claustrophobic up there. But we got that, and we've got the in-motion satellite TV, which you got to have. Traveling down the road while I'm driving or my driver's driving. Sit back here, lay on the couch, watch a little TV going down the road, just kind of rest and relax. You know, we've got a big counter surface top. We've got a full sink, full stove top here. This lets out to a big bed. 2-3 people could sleep there fairly easy. Like I said, you got a lot of room in here. We had all the tile done because of the kids. We didn't want nothing cheap. We didn't spare any expense at all when it came to this because, like I said, we're going to be living in it about 8 months out of the year. So we wanted it nice. We want to have some of the same amenities we have at home while we're traveling. You know, we get a big side-by-side refrigerator. Not much in it now for traveling. And we just got a lot of stuff. One of the neatest places in the whole thing is the bathroom. You know, you got a washing and dryer, you got a nice shower. I mean, you got everything that you got at home right there. It's nice to come in after a hard day of work on the lake, take a nice shower. Then you come on back here to the adult quarters. Got a nice little bedroom back here. Another big in-motion satellite TV. Check out that ceiling fan. You'd think those little blades wouldn't put off enough air, but they do. They do a real good job. Got a nice big bed, a lot of closet space back here. You know, it works out really good. It allows us to travel comfortably. And then you got the business end of it up here. It's all built on a Freightliner chassis. You got all the driving quarters, which you can kind of separate when you got your driver up there driving. He can get up there and do his deal. I can sit back here and kind of chill out, or I actually do a little of the driving also. This is the business end of it. This is the garage. You got to have your garage. Like I said, I fish for a living. I'm going 8 months out of the year. You've got to have adequate fishing supplies and all your stuff when you hit the road. You don't want to be bothered with having it next day aired in, scrounging around trying to find stuff. So the boat goes right here. I got a hydraulic lift gate that goes down. You back the boat right here. The boat's here. Once you get the boat in and fastened down, The hydraulic lift gate, you put your truck on the hydraulic lift gate, you lift it up, and you put your truck right here up top. So your truck rides right here. So you've got your truck up here, and you got your boat right here in transport. So you don't have to worry about hauling the boat around. Like I said, it's just the ultimate garage. One thing we've done here under the floor is you have to carry extra parts. I got extra trolling motors, extra batteries, extra cases of oil, just all kind of stuff that's kind of hid in the floor. Neat little deal. You know, everything that you might need throughout the season, I've got it. You know, extra batteries through there. Just, you don't want to be scrounging around looking for no batteries. I got props and everything. Everything you need is right here. But one of the best parts, you got to have fishing tackle. These cases I built right here, it's all my extra gear that's not in the boat. If I need something, I just come here, just look through it, get it, put it in the boat, and go catch a fish. And over here, you got to have storage for your rods. We had rod cabinets built. Like I said, all this is backup stuff that I don't keep in the boat, but if I need it, I got it. I don't have to scrounge around for it, run back and forth to the store looking for it, I got it. Have your little ice maker. That's to supplement the bar outside. We got heat and air back here. So those hot days or those cold, rainy days, you can always come inside, work on your gear. You don't have to worry about being out there in the weather.
It's time to hunt the monster buck of your dreams. Extreme Management Hunts has some of the most intentionally managed property you ever step foot on. Their excellent lodging and year-round guides will help you to make your dreams a reality. So if you enjoy big bucks and low hunting pressure, then you need to call Extreme Management Hunts today. 1-217-430-2695.
I believe that Primo Silver XP is a great product. Some companies claim that their products are 100% foolproof, and that just isn't the truth. You still have to practice good woodsmanship, pay attention to the wind, and you just can't be sloppy about your scent control. Silver XP will make an animal think you're no threat at all when you're really just 10 yards away.
For more on Silver XP, go to primos.com.
Well, this is the time where we bring you a brand new product review. And being as it's fishing related, we decided we was going to have a fishing related product review. We always try to bring you something fresh and something brand new to the market, but we're going to kind of take a different approach this time. There's lots of new products out there that are catching fish, but there's a lot of products out there that a lot of you have probably forgotten about that catches just as many fish. One product that you should never ever forget about, and that's Popeyes. Popeyes will catch more panfish and more bluegill for you than you can count. Best way to fish these is usually a foot or two deep and with a wax worm on them. They come in a variety of colors and they can be bought for very cheap. Another great little lure that's been around for a long time is called the Little Skunk. Now, they were out of production for the past couple of years, but a company has just brought these back. These things are excellent for catching bream, panfish, bluegills, shell crackers, anything like that. Fish real slowly, just by a steady cast in, you're guaranteed to catch some fish on these. Now, a lot of guys catch a lot of panfish around here, but there's an awful lot of bass fishermen. And something that's been around probably for the past 20, 30, probably even longer than that, 40-some years, has been the good old rooster tail. Now, I know you see an awful lot of new spinner baits out there. They got the boogie baits, the buzz baits, the bayou boogies, everything. The rooster tail is not to be forgotten. It comes in a variety of colors, a variety of sizes, and you can fish it many different ways. And in the farm ponds and lakes around here, you're guaranteed to catch a bass off these. And here's another little rubber worm. Now, you see lots of rubber worms on the market these days. You got Zoom, you got Pirate, you got Berkeley, all those guys, and they're great worms. But there's a worm that's been catching fish for lots and lots of years before those guys were even around. This is called the Kelly's Plow Jockey. And they also make something called a fire tail. It's a great little rubber worm. It still catches fish. I got a ton of old timers still using this thing. They're buying them by the dozens, and they've been for, since I've been in business here. What makes this unique is that it already comes with the hooks in it, and it comes with 2 or 3 hooks in it. And it has a special scent to it. These things catch fish if you fish them slow enough. So next time you're in here, think about the new stuff. The new stuff does catch fish, but think about the stuff that's been around forever, that's been catching fish for the past 50 to 60 years. If it's been catching it for the past 50 or 60 years, it's bound to catch it for the next 50 or 60 years. The episode you guys just seen was a result of you, the viewer. You guys requested a fishing episode, and that's what we brought you. Keep those requests coming. We're always looking for fresh new ideals.
And I really feel we got to take a second and thank the folks at Team Evan Williams for putting us on such a great adventure. Without their expertise and effort, none of this would have been possible, so thank you. Patrick, what else we got coming up?
Next episode, we're going to the great state of Alabama after good old Boss Tom Gobbler.
I'm Chris Swartz.
And I'm Patrick Hayden. Thanks for watching.
Just a couple snakes fall off your boat real quick, and we'll both probably be getting out.
Next episode, we're going to the great state of Alabama after good old Boss Tom Gobbler.